Hello, fellow SCIN 130 instructors. I'm Dr. George Cornell, and I wanted to take a moment to chat about LearnSmart and SmartBook extensions and syncing them with the Sakai gradebook. I know we've all learned this in a Connect training, and I'll remind you that we have access to all the resources you could ever need in the Google resources for this course. But I bet on occasion you have a student who needs an extension on their SmartBook assignment. They think they've completed it, but it shows as incomplete in your gradebook. Why is that? So it all really comes down to the due date and extensions. You've probably discovered that if the due date has passed, students can still work in SmartBook, but it doesn't count towards their grades. Let's say you want to give a student an extension. There's two different scenarios. One is that they haven't done any work on the assignment yet at all, which is not really a big problem. So let's say that you want to extend Chapter 1 and 14 because you had a student sign up late. We'll go to Manage Dates. Once you get into Manage Dates, you can look at extensions. You can pick a specific student or two. They're marked with yellow if they have an extension, and you can give them an extension to whatever date that you would like. You'll quickly save that extension, and all is well. But then you have a second scenario. There's a student who thinks they've completed the assignment, but it's not showing up in Connect reports or in the gradebook. So they think they've completed it and you have no evidence that they have. Well, first of all, you can check on their reporting. We'll go into the Reports tab and look at a detailed report. Using View All Reports, we're going to look at a detailed report of what a student has completed in the LearnSmart assignment. We'll go to the LearnSmart or LearnSmart Labs. In this case, I'm going to go to LearnSmart, and it's going to show me under Student Details what the student has done before the due date and what the student has done after the due date. So I'm going to go to Chapter 14 because I know there's some discrepancies there. And now we can see that there's a column of % complete on the due date and then after the due date. Here you can see evidence of a student who did not complete any of it on the due date, but did complete the whole thing after the due date. In this case, you have the choice. Do you want to offer them credit for the work that they've done? If the answer is yes, then you're simply going to go in and offer the student an extension, just as we did earlier. But the key thing is the student must go back into their Connect assignment and answer some questions in the SmartBook in order to force the data to sync for what they have done after the due date and before the expiration of your extension. But the student must come back into the SmartBook assignment, answer a couple of questions, and simply click to refresh the page. And that will force all of the work since the assignment closed to be updated into their score in the Reports tab of Connect, and they can even check that themselves. So in short, for any student that feels that they've completed the assignment but their grade's not showing up, offer them an extension by selecting the assignment and going to Manage Dates, and then be sure to communicate with them that they must go into Connect before the extension expires and answer a few questions in that assignment. And next time you sync the grades, everything will be perfect. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this information was useful.